Good morning and welcome, friends. You are at home. This is your ship, and we have landed in port. You are at your home. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Come, whoever you are. You're welcome here. No matter your age, your size, the color of your eyes, your hair, your skin, you are welcome here. No matter how you came here, if you came alone or with others, you are welcome here. No matter whom you love, or how you speak, or whatever your abilities, you are welcome here. Whether you come with laughter in your heart or tears in your eyes, you are welcome here. If you come with an open mind, a loving heart, and willing hands, then you are indeed welcome here. I'm reminded of a fall poem by John Greenleaf Whittier, and this is The Last Walk of Autumn, stanza 7. I know not how in other lands the changing seasons come and go, what splendors fall on Syrian sands, or purple lights on alpine snow, or how the pomp of sunrise waits on Venice at her watery gates. A dream alone to me is Arno's Vale, and the Alhambra's halls are but a traveler's tale. This is our guest harpist, Cassie Watson Francelon. Welcome. All right. So welcome. Welcome to the First Unitarian Universalist Church of New Orleans. We're one of 3 congregations in the greater New Orleans area. The other 2 are Community Church Unitarian Universalist in Lakeview and North Shore Unitarian Universalist in Lacombe. Together we are the Greater New Orleans Unitarian Universalist, or GNU. This congregation has gathered in love since 1833. We seek wholeness and work for justice in this world. My name is Michael Martin. My pronouns are he, him, and his. If you are a visitor today, we're glad you're here first and foremost. If you feel able and willing, please raise your hand so that we can welcome you. If you're watching via live stream, please wave, say hello in the comments. We're glad you're here too with us in spirit. So we are a lay-led church charged with the mission to offer joyful, mind-expanding worship services, provide opportunities for fellowship and personal and spiritual development for children, youth, young adults, and adults. We promote social change and inspire service to the greater community. On Sunday mornings, we aspire to fulfill that mission by inviting UUA ministers other religious professionals, and leaders from community organizations working for social justice, as well as our own members, to be voices of hope, courage, and spiritual or intellectual transformation from our pulpit. Providing that voice today is Katie Gelfand. If you would like to know more about programming for children and families, she's also the person to ask. She's our Director of Religious Exploration. After the time for all ages, children or youth are welcome to spend the service in the nursery or here at the all ages table, or just in the overall Bread Communion service. All right, so we have a couple of spotlight announcements. Kathy, would you like to start?
Good morning, everybody. I'm Kathy Hubbell. Nobody was more daunted than I was this morning when I pulled up and saw the construction going on the street in front of the church. That's where we usually unload our Christmas trees. So I did scope an area down in the next block where there are no driveways to block, and they haven't started working there. And if that remains the case through Wednesday, I think we're going to be okay to unload in there. And we do have a good number of people who have already volunteered to unload. But if anybody has time available next Friday, I certainly would, encourage you to come by in the morning at 8 and maybe help join the tree unloading brigade. You might have to do kind of like a relay, getting the trees in. It'll be a little further walk, not that much more though, but a bit more to carry the trees. Also, we are still would welcome more people to sign up for Saturday and Sunday, but where we really have a lot of open spaces in our sign-up schedule is on the following weekend, December 2nd and 3rd. We still need tree sellers, maybe another lead person to be in charge of the day. Also cashiers, somebody to run the chainsaw. What you can do is either see me after, either during coffee hour, but even better, we now have, and you will have seen the announcement in the digest, but we do have, we're using a sign-up app, and you can find, in the comfort of your own home, what days would work for you, and you can use that app, and we will know to, that you're going to be coming to help out. We need each and every one of you. So this is our biggest fundraiser of the year. Our customers like us. We have a huge mailing list. And so, I'm just so grateful that so many of you have already volunteered. If you have already volunteered, could you just wave your hand at me so I know? Yeah, most of you here have. So maybe people watching from home can go to the sign-up app and sign up to be a tree sale volunteer. All right, again, thank you so much. I appreciate all of you deeply.
This seems to be the time of year we talk about money and fundraising, and the tree sales are a lot of fun, so I highly recommend, if you're not one of the few already signed up, that you try to do that. But I'm here to report on our Stewardship Pledge Drive. As you can see, our little tree is getting full. We've got leaves for every financial pledge and for every volunteer time pledge. And it looks good, but we're still about 40 people who we haven't reached with the pledge forms. And at the table at the back over on this side, after you sign up to help with the trees, if you haven't already, come pick up a pledge form, please. I can schedule a one-on-one conversation with you. You can fill it out on the spot. You can take it home, think about it, and give it to me next week. But it's really important that we get everybody counted and committed to help support us through this year of transformation. I also have a sign-up sheet for poinsettias. This is another fun fundraiser we do. We've got 90 beautiful poinsettias coming next week. The rate for church members is $15 for small, $25 for large. They're red, pink, or white. And if you want to buy one in memory or honor of someone and loan them to us to decorate the sanctuary during the holiday season, you can take it home whenever's your last Sunday before the holidays. Or if you want to take it home the day you get it, that's fine too. But if you want one, you can sign up for that and pay cash, check, or PayPal. Not PayPal, Venmo, at the table in the back. So thank you very much, and let's get it all going.
Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Ann. I've been asked to do a stewardship moment, and that's just a personal reflection on what Unitarianism and what this church means. And I guess I would say Unitarianism was always knocking at the door. I don't like joining organizations, but I was married by a Unitarian minister. I went to Unitarian memorials for my grandparents in Pittsburgh, and I went to the Unitarian Universalist Church in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Always wanted to date, never wanted to commit until I came here. And this place, the second time I came here, it was a cold February, and Linda and Chris were my contacts, and I just told them I'm ready. There was something about the community, the beauty, and the feeling of love and kindness that this church has. So if you ask why I joined and why I think you should commit and why we could use some financial help, I benefited incredibly by this church. I made dear friends, loved ones. My children have been raised in this church, and they identify as Unitarianism, and I try to spread Unitarian values far and wide of kindness and love and justice, social justice in this world. So that's kind of my stewardship thought, and yeah. So it is time for our call to awareness and amends. This is in the back of your hymnal, at least some of them. Would you please rise if you're willing and able? And we could read this together. I'll read the regular font. If you would, please read the italicized font. We gather today at a crossroads,
on land the Choctaw call Wabash,
the place of many tongues,
a place we call home.
but we are newcomers to this land.
While native peoples are of this land, the Caddo, the Choctaw, Chickamauga, and Homa, the Tunica, the Luxie, Takabat, Shak,
Know that we gather
on land that was stolen,
the spoils of colonialism and broken treaties.
a forced removal and genocide.
Acknowledging this history is just the first step.
We must set ourselves to the task of repair.
Where we have harmed,
We seek to heal.
where we have taken,
We seek to give.
where we have disparaged,
We seek to honor.
just as the flame of our chalice.
To the love of the community.
We add life-giving water to earth. Only when we strive to make amends
Do we affirm the inherent worth and dignity of each person?
Please remain as you are as we light the chalice of our heritage. And join me in reading the words in your hymnal, in your order of service. We light our chalice as a symbol of gratitude as we celebrate the abundance of our lives together. In this sanctuary, we harvest bushels of strength for one another and offer our crop with hands of compassion and generosity in the authentic and gentle manner of our connections. We cultivate a simple sweetness to brighten our spirits. May we be grateful for the ways we nourish and uplift each other, for it is the sharing of this hallowed time together that sustains us.
Please remain as you are and join in singing our opening hymn, number 346, Come Sing a Song With Me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me. Come sing a song with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me. Come dream a dream with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me. Come walk in rain with me, that I might know your mind. And I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me. Come share a rose with me, that I might know your love. And I'll bring you home when hope is hard to find. And I'll bring a song of love and a rose in the winter time. Please be seated.
Good morning. Let us unite in the spirit of contemplation. Following the prayer, we will enter into a time of silence, which you can use for meditation, reflection, or the prayers of your heart. We will close the silence by singing together, voice still and small. First, I invite you to speak the names of those in our circles of family and friendship who are in special need of our prayers and ministries. And if you would like, you can write their name along with yours and your contact information on one of the index cards in the back of the chairs, and leave it in the collection plate after the service so that the caring circle can be in touch with you to help or just to listen. Please now speak those names into the room.
Toby.
Let us hold these beloveds in our hearts as we contemplate the Spirit together. And let's take one deep breath before I begin the prayer. Our prayer today is called Each Breath by Leif Seligman. We pause in the stillness to rest for a moment, to quiet ourselves so that we can feel what stirs within us. Each breath draws us closer to the pulse of life. With each exhalation, we make room for something new. May we find in this gathering the comfort of those who care. May we encounter patience along our growing edges and compassion in our most tender spots. Here, may we find the inspiration and encouragement we need to face our challenges and nurture ourselves. And in the presence of suffering across the globe, may we redouble our efforts to practice kindness where we are, with the hope that the light of our actions travels like light from faraway stars. May our gestures of compassion and generosity seed possibility. May we travel humbly with one another, choosing reconciliation over resentment as we try to live right-sized. When life presses in and shuts us off balance, when pain assails us, when frustration mounts, may the rhythm of our breath steady us, bring us back to a place of gratitude. Let us enter into silence together. I neglected to set up the carpet circles, and since we do have some youngs, and I know Young at Hearts, there's some in the back. Would anyone mind grabbing some carpet circles and bringing those young and Young at Heart? Because we have a nice space here, and this will be like a fun one for folks to be up in front if they want. So Young and Young at Hearts, please join on the carpet circles. It's going to be a cute one. excellent choice. So the story today is called The Alchemy of Bread, and while it has my name on it, I do want to give credit that my mother and I actually wrote this together, me and my mother, Mary Gelfand. And this is her dress also. Inherited a number of lovely items from her. Okay. We in New Orleans really love our food, right? Who lives here and doesn't love food? Yes, otherwise we would not be at Bread Communion, obviously. We have a whole ritual set just about eating food together. Food is a vital part of our culture and family life. Sadly, we don't often think about the magic that creates our food, and it is magic. Today, as we celebrate the time-honored tradition of breaking bread with our friends and neighbors, we're going to take a deeper look into the alchemy of making bread. What does it take to make a loaf of bread? Shout it out. Yeast. Flour. Water. Salt. Water. Love. Ooh, got it. What else? Fire. Eggs. Patience. That's not even in here. Thank you for bringing that. Some fat or oil or butter. We're getting there. Just the ingredients. All right, you guys got all of it. Human energy I have here, but Glenn, love, yes? Perfect. So, making bread is magical. It is an alchemical process and event of taking something ordinary and turning it into something extraordinary. Sometimes in a way that cannot fully be explained. On the surface, bread seems like the simplest of all foodstuffs, but in reality, it's magic. Like all magical things, it is composed of the 4 elements: earth, air, fire, and water. So, let's imagine that we're going to make bread. I encourage you to act this out with me, because it's more fun that way. And this is also a visualization, so you can either keep your eyes open and do the actions together, or if you can visualize better with your eyes closed and you really want to get into the visualization process, you can also close your eyes, whatever you prefer. So first, visualize a big mixing bowl in your lap. What kind of bowl is it? Wood or glass, metal, painted porcelain? This bowl is from the earth element. Into the mixing bowl, sift together your salt, your flour, and all your seasonings. What kind of flour are you using? Gluten-free, whole wheat, rye? What kind of seasonings are you adding? Savory or sweet? You are working with the element of earth. Next, use your hands to blend in the butter, fat, and add water to make a sticky dough. Sticky. That's like the best part sometimes. You get your hands all sticky and you go to like your sibling or your parent and you're like, ha, sticky hands. Do you ever do that? All right, well now I've planted some seeds for y'all. Sorry, parents, I apologize. So you're mixing it, you're working with the element of water. Once your dough is well mixed, add the yeast. Yeast is the element of air because it creates air pockets in the dough, which allows the dough to rise. You are working with the element of air. Once you've blended the yeast in, it is time to add the last bit of alchemical magic. This is the energy of fire. First, pour your dough out onto the table in front of you and begin to knead it. This builds up the air pockets and adds your energy and love into the dough. You are working with the element of fire. Knead your dough for a bit and then shape it. What kind of shapes are you making your bread into? Oval, square, pizza shape, a braid maybe? Put it onto the pan and place it in the oven. The oven's fiery heat will finish the alchemy of making bread. The components of the 4 elements are not enough to create really extraordinary bread. Delicious bread emerges from the intent of the baker to create something special. From the prayers and blessings and love the baker mixes and kneads into the bread as it is created, all from the soulful spirit of the baker. Ding! Your bread is ready! Yay! Take it out of the oven. Delight in the mouth-watering aroma of the bread. I feel like we can actually also really smell this bread. Can everyone smell the bread that's on the altar from their seat? Amazing. It smells so good. Okay, now rip off or cut off a chunk and take a bite. So delicious. As you partake in today's communion, remember that every piece you consume contains aspects of the elements of life, including the energy of the human or humans who created it. Let us give thanks for the magic of bread. Thank you, everyone. Yay. You can return to your seats, and if you can stack the carpet circles again, I would appreciate it. Thank you so much. So now is the time in the service where I will invite people forward to share about a special bread that they made or brought with them, even if it's store-bought, maybe it still has some special meaning to you. And this year, so that there was more of a variety on the plates, it's already been distributed, so maybe describe the color, texture, shape, so we can keep an eye out for your bread when it's being passed around.
I was already up here, I'll start. I brought some pumpkin bread, which my mother's not much of a baker or a cook, really, but she would always make a big feast on holidays and always made pumpkin bread. So growing up, that's what I always remembered, the house smelling like pumpkin bread. So enjoy.
Good morning, everybody. Okay, I brought a traditional German Topf today, and this bread it's basically a yeast bread. This bread is very special in my family because it's absolutely the go-to breakfast for my girls when they're growing up. And today the Topf is doubly special because I actually baked it for Anya, who is with us today and who's visiting for Thanksgiving holiday. Thank you.
Anybody else?
I brought cranberry nut bread today with lots of orange zest, and it's kind of been a Thanksgiving tradition to not have that with the main meal, but just maybe to have that for breakfast the next day or something. And it's in the 1984 Jambalaya cookbook, so it's readily accessible around here.
Anybody else? Special bread they want to share about? It's okay if you got it at the store, if it's still special. Great. Well, keep your eye open when when the plates are getting passed around for these special breads. Okay. We're now going to read the bread communion blessing together. I will read the bold font and invite you to read the italicized font along with me. And we are blessing the bread that is placed on our altar right now in preparation for our ritual together. And if you would like, you're invited to hold out a hand or both hands in the direction of the altar, so the blessing that you're speaking both from your mouth will also go through your hands, the energy directed towards the bread as we bless it together. The bread of life sustains us.
Hunger
And it strengthens us to return to the labors of life and to the stewardship of the earth. The sweetness of life brings joy. It makes the plain bread more pleasant and the sharing of it sweeter. The gratitude we feel awakens our hearts. as we nourish our body and spirit. By the food and company shared, we feel a deeper connection to each other and to the earth. And when bitterness or hunger befalls us, we remember the sustenance and sweetness we have shared. We prepare and share it again together to signify that we place ourselves, the wishes of our hearts, the thoughts in our minds, and the work of our hands at the service of something larger than ourselves that is of ultimate value. We care for one another and for the earth. Blessed be this community of love and support.
Amen, and blessed be.
Today, we celebrate a ritual of gratitude and community. The elements of our ritual are bread, representing what gives us strength, and honey, representing what makes life sweet. What provides strength and stability in your life? What grounds you? What makes your life sweet and bright? What uplifts your heart and brings you joy? Take a short moment now to reflect on the sources of strength and sweetness in your life. This is also a ritual of sharing. The ushers and helpers will now begin to pass out the ritual tools. One half of the room will be offered a piece of bread. The other half of the room will be offered a small dish of honey. When the music begins in a few moments, you are invited to rise as you are willing and able and go find someone who has the other item that you did not receive. If you rise, please let's also remember our friends who are remaining seated and make sure that they also find a buddy. When you have found your partner, please share aloud what gives your life strength and what gives your life sweetness. Then pour the honey onto the bread. Break the bread in half. Each take a piece and say together, I am grateful for the sources of strength and sweetness in my life. Then eat together. There will be time during coffee hour to taste all the other breads that you didn't get now, so don't worry about that. Plenty of bread to go around. And I also just want to point out, I noticed that there is an abundance of sweet bread here, so I feel like our congregation is like really wanting to dive and sink our teeth and our hearts into the sweetness of life right now, and I love to see that. So it'll be extra sweet bread for some of us, and that is delightful. So, again, a reminder. All right, first, please engage. This is a very sensory ritual, so please remember to engage all of your senses in this ritual. Feel the texture and and smell the aroma of the bread. Delight in the brilliant and beautiful color and flavor of the honey. Be enchanted by our lovely harp music, and be comforted by the words that your partner is sharing with you. And again, the instructions: find a person that has whatever you don't have. Share aloud what gives you strength and sweetness in your life. Pour honey on bread. Break bread in half. Say together, I am grateful for the sources of strength and sweetness in my life, and then eat.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope everyone is filled and enriched with stability, strength, sweetness, and joy. And if everyone can find their way back to their seats, we will have more time at coffee hour to continue to explore the bread offerings and to visit, share love, stories, joy, business, whatever things you need to discuss. But we have a few more parts of the service, so those of us who are eager for coffee time. Yeah, see, I say the word coffee, people are like, oh yeah, I better sit down because I want coffee. All right. Need my worship associate. It's okay, we still have some stragglers anyway.
It is now time for our offering, and this is a time when we give whatever money we can to the church. You can either give or text your financial offering, and we will now pass around the plate. We can say the offering response together. That's in your order of service. This gift from the abundance of my life blesses me, our ministries, and the world. Please remain standing as we do our chalice extinguishing. Already extinguished. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
So please remain standing for our closing hymn, From You I Receive, to You I Give. And there are hand motions to go with this. So I'm going to demonstrate them, and we didn't really have the space to do a double circle thing like I wanted to, but I'd love for you again to kind of either do it with someone next to you or go find someone nearby you to do the hand motions with. And we're gonna do it 6 times, so you can pick 6 different people, but we're gonna practice together really quick. So, from you, I receive, to you, I give. Together, and here you would hold the person's hand. Together we share, and from this we live. So from you, I receive,
To you I give, together, hold hands, we share, and from this we live. It's not sign language, it's just hands. Yes. Okay.
From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live. From you I receive, to you I give, together we share, and from this we live.
Great job, everyone. Thank you for engaging in the act of play. Obviously, the sweetness really snuck in. Very excited. Okay. May you have strength in your heart and sweetness on your lips. May you give of your strength when another is in need, and may you receive gestures of sweetness when offered. May we share so that we may live. Blessed be.
Really? Wow, that's cool.
Horrible cold.